let's mix colors today. Now we will mix this yellow, lemon yellow, then we will mix pyrrole orange, warm red, which is pyrrole red, then scarlet. This one is quinacridone rose and wisteria, and probably we can also add somewhere ochre. So let's see what we can get out of those. We can get orange by mixing lemon. First we have to see how they look like. So I will just add some water and we will see what are the colors really are. So this is pyrrole orange, orange, pyrrole red. Here is quinacridone rose. So this is warm red, this is cool red. Now wisteria, which is semi-opaque because it has some white in it. And ochre. So just in a minute we will start to mix colors, but that's just the first step to successful painting. What you need more is tonal values and rules of perspective. And if you want to cover it too, I invite you to visit my free online workshop, Tones and Perspective. And it will be useful both for beginners and professionals. There we are going to create a difference in tonal values and easily mix saturated colors. Use a safe method of layers application to obtain the effect of depth. Learn to get the needed amount of water on a brush and make rich textures. And you will be able to paint an amazing landscape, whether you are just a beginner or already experienced artist. Just try and you will see the great result of your own. So now, can you see that link in the upper right corner? Click it and register. The workshop is for free. You will lose nothing but gain a lot. And now let's move on to colors and their combinations. So what colors we can get with these colors? First of all, we can get orange by mixing yellow and red. You see, it's identical. Also, it's when you mix warm red and cool red with yellow, it will be different colors. So let's mix. Now it's with warm red, or cool red. So actually it's a little bit different. This one is warmer and this one is cooler. Then also we can get some quite muted but beautiful color when we mix yellow and wisteria. Quite nice pink, which is even look a little bit like a skin tone. But I think we also need to know how to add the blues. So I will go now to this palette. This one you know already. This is Wisteria. this one is lavender. It's also semi-opaque. Here is ultramarine. And Sedona. And again, the same, you know these colors, it's Pyrrole Orange, Pyrrole Scarlet, which is red, and Quinacridone Rose. So let's add there some blue into it. We can get nice purple by mixing different reds. The brightest, the most luminous and saturated purple will be if you mix cool red, which is rose, Quinacridone Rose, and ultramarine. You can see how beautiful is this purple. It's the most saturated and luminous. If you mix the same blue, like if you mix ultramarine with warm red, it will be a completely different mixture. It will not be so luminous. It will be a little bit more muted and more brown. You can see it look more brown because they are a little bit from the different parts of the color wheel. But also it's very interesting when you mix orange, this Pyrrole Orange, with ultramarine. It also makes quite nice purple. So here is orange, and we can take ultramarine. So it goes there, and it makes kind of not so saturated, but quite nice purple there. And so this one will be more muted, and this one is probably not this one, because I believe that in this Pyrrole Orange there is something of this cool pink inside, because it makes different mixture. The mixture is more saturated. So now we can also mix quite get quite a nice color by mixing this orange and wisteria. It will be very soft. It will be a little bit more muted. This saturated orange becomes a little bit more muted and kind of more intimate. I don't know. You can also use it for skin in some situations, some cases. Now we can go to different purples. I will mix Sedona. This is not typical mixture. I will take Sedona, which can be actually substituted with burnt sienna. and lavender. And here we can have quite beautiful color, which is a little bit muted but very subtle. Also, another more muted mixture could be ultramarine and wisteria. So let's take wisteria and ultramarine. It's pastel colors. So those kind of muted mixtures. It's quite subtle, not bright, not luminous. But if we want to get something brighter, of course, we can mix ultramarine with orange or ultramarine with pink. I will call this one pink. Also, ultramarine could be mixed with red. It's all kind of different purples. These purples are softer and lighter, and those purples are more darker and more, how to say, maybe more powerful. We can also add to these mixtures, we can add a little bit of ochre. I still didn't use ochre so much. So I think it's quite nice. You know that if you mix ochre with blue, it will be more green, like gray-green. But it's not what we are mixing here, because we are talking more about purples. And but if we mix quite nice color, like maybe some pinkish purplish mixture, which is maybe cool in a way, and we want to make it a little bit warmer, we can add a little bit of ochre to it, and it will go to the warm side. Or if you, for instance, you will take something very cool. It is red, but it's very cool red, and you want to make it warmer. You can take some ochre and immediately it becomes warm. And of course, if you want very, very luminous and very saturated color, it could be opera pink. You can take it just from, I have it in this palette here. Here's opera pink, and I think it's very luminous, very bright. But also by itself it looks a little bit chemical, so I think it looks much better if you add there a little bit of ochre, or maybe some cool if you add there maybe a little bit of ultramarine. I think those colors are quite nice, beautiful. So this what we can mix out of those colors. It's more about purple,